I have another question just coming in. Now, where did it? Here it is. Okay. And the question is, well, I'll just read the whole thing. This is from JWB52Z. I really do wonder why you don't get more views per video, but I notice it has gone up from years ago, though. It used to be you'd get under 10 in a lot of videos, and it is saying, yes, that happened. But now you get several dozen, at least on occasion. It's still saying, yes, that's true. Here's a non-political question for you. Uvalde suspended their entire police force in the fallout of the school shooting. Does this bode well for the town that they will get a better police force sooner rather than later? Will they get a better police force? Will they get a better police force? It's saying yes and skewing to somewhat better. Okay, it's saying yes, somewhat better. But let's check the cards on that and see what they say. What can you tell us about the up-and-coming Uvalde Police Department? What can you tell us about the new police department? The Lovers. Okay, so perhaps they're going to work better with the community, but let's look and see. What can you tell us about the new police department? I hadn't heard that they had gotten rid of the whole other police department. Although what they did was atrocious, or what they didn't do their job. Okay. Presently, it is saying that, families, etc., coming together. I don't think this really has to do with Republicans. Usually that's my card for Republican Party, but I don't think it's that. I think this has to do with the crowd and the families, love, caring about their children, caring about the community. And let's see what our other card is with this. What about the new police department for Uvalde? Blossoming, yes. So something new, the people are happy to see that they're going to have a new police department. The challenge is, let's see. Bound, if they're going to, it's about, okay, the challenge is, we've got bound, and again, underneath of it, we have restriction, blocking. So blocking, sometimes the Queen of Swords can be overly aggressive. So not having somebody overly aggressive, but they want someone that's going to act. Okay, so that's the challenge. Acting, but not being overly aggressive. Okay, the clarification is about temperance. And I think tempering has to do with the whole situation. We've got above it night. And long term. Okay. And then underneath of it, we have the merchants holding in conversation, the wish-fulfilling, wish-fulfilling people, what they're emotionally wanting to see happen. But looking at it, it's about this aggression, the temperance. The last police force didn't go in. They should have gone forward. So I think it could be, again, they're a bit concerned with that. Looking deeper into the situation. Is this police department going to go forward and do their job? Okay? Or is it, again, the same thing, temperance, when it comes to just in that, the last police department, they were fearful and they didn't go in, okay? So it looks like they're trying to get a balance on that. They don't want overly aggressive, but they want them to go in. They want them to actually, if there is a situation, to go forward and not just sit there and do nothing, okay? They're looking at this situation, the Pandora's box. So the people, concerned people, are coming together to look at the whole situation. Again, they want a balance. They're trying to get a balance in here. And this is something that's being talked about leadership with this going forward as a community. Yeah, so we'll have to see, but it's, I think they're, again, could be a little worried on that front when it comes to going in and using the aggression. They may be, again, a bit worried that they will block and not go forward when they need to, okay? So I think it's a fine line. The temperance is about balance. Balance, they want the long-term balance, coming together as a community, looking at it, and putting in place another one that hopefully, when it comes time to act, that they don't sit there and do nothing, okay? So I think it comes back to both of those. They want to be protected. When it's time to act, they want them to act, but they don't want them to be overly aggressive. So again, this is about coming together with the police force and with the community to solve this problem. So thank you for your question, and we'll see you online. Okay, I want to add just a real quick thing. I want to ask the pendulum on this because of the Queen of Swords, which is taking action, could be aggressive action, yes. So I want to ask it, is the Bound and the Crossed Swords, are they worried again that they will not take action? Is that the worry, that they won't take action? Yes. Okay. It looks like that's about not taking action. Worried again that the same thing could happen. Is it also about balancing aggression, not having the aggression with the police force? Okay, it's not as much about that. It's about worried that, again, this police department would do the same as the other police department if they had a major thing, that they would be there, with their armament and the guns, but they don't do anything. Okay? So I wanted to correct that. After I started reading, it flashed in that rather than worried about aggression, they were worried that they wouldn't act. And so the pendulum is saying, yes, it's the worry that the same thing would happen. They're kind of a little hopeful with the new one, but again, there's that concern that, yeah, they're sitting there with their guns. I mean, the other police had guns as well, but they'd sat on hold for an hour and they didn't act. So the citizens are worried about that. Not that they're too aggressive, but that in emergency situation, they'll do the same thing as this last police force did, which was bail and stand there and do nothing. So thank you for your question, and I wanted to bring that clarification in there because I misread it in the first go-round, and I was going, something doesn't feel right, and so I wanted to clear that up. Thanks, and I'll see you online.